Hi, I'm Will Johnson, an environment artist soon to be graduating from the University of Hertfordshire with an MA in Games Art and Design. This is my final major project, the HMS Reprise, a 50-metre galleon complete with captain's cabin, officers' quarters, gun deck and crew quarters. A year ago, I made the life-changing decision to leave my career as a project manager in order to follow my dreams of working in the games industry. Starting on this MA course, it was tempting to fall back on my skills as a 2D artist from my BA in Fine Art. However, it is in my nature to want to always be learning and challenging myself. As such, I decided to learn the entire environment art pipeline from scratch, including modeling, texturing, compositing, and lighting. I'm very glad to say that this was the right decision at the time, and I have found my new creative passion within environment art. Environments are a key component of storytelling and immersion in video games. They have the power to tell stories and elicit emotions in the player without ever uttering a word. If a picture paints 1,000 words, an environment takes this to a whole new level. I've always loved a good story, be it based in historical events or a fantasy world. This can be seen in all my projects to date, which are heavily inspired by periods in history. The goal of each of these projects was to provide an accurate sense of the time period whilst creating emotions of wonder and awe in the viewer. I view my final major project as the culmination of all the skills I have learned in the past year, as well as my ability to tell stories. The environment took around 300 hours to create, over the course of 3.5 months. In total, there are 141 individual assets that form the entire ship and interior components. My goal following my graduation from this course is to find a role as an environment artist within the industry. The obvious preference would be for this role to be at a company that shares my love of historical or fantasy settings with the same realistic art style that I use within my work. However, as mentioned previously, I love learning new skills and broadening my horizons, so I certainly would not shy away from the opportunity to step out of my comfort zone and work on more stylized games, or games with differing themes to what I would normally choose. You never know what new skills I may learn, which will ultimately make me a much more rounded artist and individual in the long run.